right, let's get back into WXO Wrestling. This is episode number 2 of a 3-episode taping they did. This episode aired on February 5th, 2000.
Yeah, the version that we're watching was actually uploaded like the day before we did this review, which was a complete coincidence. Like, I know there's other WXO episode 2s out there, but this was like a full one that was like, I was like, how is this possible? How did Brian Turner's VHS Rehab uploaded this? I said, oh,
that's
shit.
awesome. Thank you, Brian.
Okay.
Would you like to give them the rundown real quick of what WXO Wrestling is?
WXO Wrestling was a company started by Mr. Ted DiBiase Sr. In an effort to bring family-friendly fun back to pro wrestling. And this is, of course, in early 2000. So WCW still exists. ECW still exists. CZW just started. That's really it. That's all. And WWF, of course. Yeah, that's all that's around. I think Blacktop Bully was helping book at this time, and somebody else that we mentioned before. But yeah, the idea was they're bringing family-friendly fun to revolutionize wrestling and bring it back to what it's supposed to be. Now, the issue here, we pondered this on the first time we reviewed this, is WXO, they never ever say what this stands for. And we were very
Not
confused.
even once.
No,
no one on the entire show says what WXO fucking stands for, which is unbelievable.
And it's WXO Wrestling that they referred to it as sometimes. So like,
yeah, they do. So the W is not for wrestling in WXO,
or maybe it is, brother. Well, thankfully, we might have an answer, my friends. The Dippers were out in full force to try to help us with this one. And I guess Ted DiBiase has a cameo. And from what I understand, someone named Richard C. Johnson put in a cameo request.
Richard C. Johnson.
It's very interesting. I'm not sure who that is. Username JC Drew on Twitter sent this to us. But yeah, it's a cameo from Ted DiBiase for the Deadlock Boys with the question, what does WXO stand for? So let's play that now.
Take it away, Ted DiBiase!
Well, guys, I tell you what, there never really was anything actually, WXO, it was a slang term. I mean, it wasn't like NWA, National Wrestling Alliance, nothing like that. It was just an attempt on my part, I guess, to bring what I felt like was family-friendly wrestling back. And nobody really gave it's like, well, it's, what are we going to call it? WXO. So there was no real, word for word, like wrestling, zebra, something, nothing like that. So I hope that helped you guys. Probably not a lot, but hey, it's the best I could do because WXO really didn't mean anything. And it didn't amount to anything either.
Well, there you have it. From the man himself, we found out that WXO stands for absolutely nothing. It doesn't mean anything.
How is this possible?
Why would you do that? He said, I didn't really have time to think about that. What?
How is that possible?
What do you mean?
I want every wrestling fan ever to think about starting a wrestling company. And the very first thing you're thinking of is, what is the fucking name of the company?
I mean, like, it's almost impressive that it doesn't mean anything. Because surely this was discussed when he put it together. And they said, hey, what's this stand for? It fucking doesn't matter, man.
All these people he hired, they never asked.
They probably did ask, and this was the same answer.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. Just
it
do
don't
your
matter.
job.
You're getting paid, right?
No.
No? Yeah.
by you.
That's the next question we're going to send in. Did anyone get paid, Ted DiBiase?
Yeah, that'd be awesome if somebody could ask him, like, what the budget looked like for
Yeah,
the
just keep
WXO
asking him
tapings.
any question you can. Eventually, we'll be able to put together like a whole tell-all about WXO because he literally never fucking talks about it, ever. He never talks about it.
We've looked for shoots. We've looked at everything. He never talks about it. So, yeah, anything that you think would be of value for us to talk, because obviously we have one more of these left after this one.
Is that right?
So, I think there's because I think episode 3 exists.
There's one more. Yep.
Yeah, I believe so. So if you could just ask Ted DiBiase all the WXO questions that you think we would, or if we've asked, off the cuff here, please do, and then we'll wrap this up with a nice bow on the third one. But we got to get through the second one first. But before we get into episode 2 of WXO Wrestling, whatever that stands for, let's take a look at what was going on in the world of wrestling at the time with the Wrestling Observer newsletter from the Observer. February 7th, 2000. Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn, and Eddie Guerrero debuted as the Radicals on the January 31st Raw from Pittsburgh in what was considered a big push, but it fell all apart the next night in their in-ring debut when Eddie Guerrero suffered what appeared to be a serious elbow injury on the SmackDown tapings in Detroit. Isn't that when he blew his shit out on the frog splash?
That's right.
Yeah, he did. Wow.
What are the fucking odds of that? He did that 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, I mean,
New ring?
That's wrestling,
that's
no,
true.
I'm sure it was just a freak fucking accident, you know what I mean?
All had been asked to work a storyline publicly that they were leaning toward going to Japan, that they had been lowballed by the WWF, and that negotiations fell apart. Originally, WWF wanted them to keep the negotiations secret, but word of them going to Connecticut leaked out, which is where the negotiations falling apart storyline was created. Malenko even went as far as to do an online interview saying that he was going back to New Japan and was still denying, even to people who thought they were his friends, ever meeting with the WWF.
Including Shane Douglas, because he's not going.
Well, Tony, Mr. Anthony Douglas, Shane Douglas ultimately wanted to wait to see how things were sorted out before leaving, while the other 4 had decided there was no way they would stay after feeling double-crossed by Bill Bush and the way things went down on January 17th. For both Shane and Conan, there was no way WWF was going to offer them anything close to what they were making in WCW, while money had ceased to be the prime issue for the other 4. WCW backstage was trying to downplay the loss, claiming because of that size factor and none of them being strong on interviews, they wouldn't make it in WWF, which is insane.
Which is a lie.
Where both factors,
Big lie.
yeah, where both factors are even more important in getting over than WCW, and will no doubt be laughing at how they ended up being portrayed on SmackDown. Well, I guess it worked out for a couple of those guys.
Yeah, I mean, the Radicals was just the Revolution. Again.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah. Without Shane Douglas.
Yeah.
Without Shane Douglas.
That'll
Which
happen.
is crazy as fuck that the show is in Pittsburgh, too, by the way.
Oh my God,
insane.
you're right.
Shane Douglas would have been super over at the time if he would have came in it.
God, the fucking music. Go ahead.
I know that guy. What the fuck? That's Ric Flair.
That's Dick Flair. Oh my.
Oh my God.
This is something that we did watch for SGH one time. There was a lot of controversy in the aftermath of the Mae Young situation at the Royal Rumble 2000. For those that don't know, Mae Young took her titties out at the Royal Rumble. Why?
Oh, okay.
Because she was in a bikini contest. Why? I don't know, really. I'm not too sure about that one. But apparently, Madison Square Garden wasn't aware this was going to happen ahead of time, which is funny as shit that Madison Square Garden thought that the WWF was going to tell them that Mae Young was going to take her tits out at the building.
Madison Square Garden collectively said, what the fuck? What the fuck?
We need cops in this building now because of what you've done.
Shut the show off now.
Oh, shit. All right. Sorry. We'll tell you everything next time. Jesus Christ.
Cancel the Radicals coming to the WWF.
Yeah, take that down. But now it appears nothing illegal did happen since Mae Young was wearing a prosthesis, which are, Meltzer says, fake breasts and a body-colored suit that looked real with exaggerated nipples. So she
all
wasn't
right, man,
really
damn.
Yeah,
Me when I'm lying.
and they were supple as shit.
Yeah, they were fake.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Well, even so, on January 29th, Madison Square Garden officials
Exaggerated nipples! That's what Alvarez would say if he was there. Is that right, Dave?
fake breasts. MSG officials released a statement saying Madison Square Garden is disturbed by what transpired at the WWF event on January 23rd. The event was promoted as being consistent with tradition.
Is this still about Mae Young's boobs?
Yes.
All right.
The event was promoted as being consistent with traditional WWF programs. However, there was an international and significant departure within the event, which both the Garden and the public were unaware. Today, the Garden has received a guarantee from the WWF that the presentation of the next event on February 28th will be consistent in every way with traditional WWF programs, and for that matter, will any future events that may be held at the Garden. What fucking WWF were they watching in this year that this didn't line up with the other shit that they were doing.
Yeah, right.
What did they only have tapes from the 80s, like a Vince Senior and shit?
That'd be nuts. Wow.
Where's Bruno? Why is Hogan out here getting his legs broken by the Iron Sheik?
Having to promise the building, like the show you're going to put on, is pretty nuts. I mean, like, I guess
James,
it makes sense. Yeah, you damn right. You damn right. I mean, like, I can understand, like, not wanting, like, not wanting fucking Mae Young to show her bare breasts.
They were not bare, they was prosthesis, and they were supple and good. And
supple titties, Dave. I imagine that, you don't want that, but, like, what you want? You want Doink the Clown back?
Yeah!
How about Tugboat?
Oh, hell yeah! Oh,
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
The Destroyer?
Thoughts, anybody? Yeah.
Damn right I want the
what
goddamn
about
Fred
Michael
Ottman.
Barton?
Dude, you're not Bart Gunn for fucking sure. You
It's
better
not
call
that
him
guy.
No way.
You put on some gloves, you're a pussy.
Thank you, Stan. WXO is bringing announcers Chris Cruz and Stan Lane in to do new voiceovers of old tapes, as they don't appear to have money to do new tapings. That's a bad fucking sign already here.
I wonder how much this cost. Did we ever get a price on this?
No, but somebody that can get in touch with Ted DiBiase via Cameo should ask.
Yeah, how much did the 3 episodes cost for them to produce?
I don't know. Anyway.
Ain't that the truth?
Thank you, Ted. From The Observer, February 14th, 2000, Vince McMahon made sports and business headlines on February 3rd with the announcement of him starting his own professional football league called the XFL. McMahon, who failed in negotiations last year to buy the Canadian Football League, I don't even know if I knew that, looks to be the league's #1 rival for players not quite good enough for the NFL, and his 8-team league scheduled to start February 2001, with each team playing 10 games and ending with the championship playoffs in April. McMahon claimed to not be taking on the NFL, saying that they would pay the best compensation to players of any football league with the exception of the NFL, but knocked them for being the no-fun league.
Question. Vince did not fuck with football, so why the fuck did he want to start a football league?
I'm guessing it's just because he wanted to be the best at everything by default.
Yeah,
like maybe the NFL said some sly shit about the WWF or something. He said, I'll fucking show you.
Damn, all right.
I don't know. Why did he want to buy the Canadian Football League?
Start with something with history. That's why TNA still exists.
Yeah, Jesus, you're right. Holy fucking shit.
That's why the NWA still exists.
CZW still exists. Yeah. That's a lot of places. It's not ROH.
Wow.
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, fucking hell. In ECW news, Sabu, I know him as Terry Brunk, agreed to a deal on
That's what
February.
you call him, brother. I call him Big Brother Sabu.
Shit, is that right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, he agreed to a deal on February 2nd with WCW, which is fucking crazy, after talks between the two sides had been going on
$800,000
for at least several days. Well, they've been talking for several days, prompting threats of a lawsuit by Paul Heyman and ECW. Internet reports have listed the figure going around at $500,000 per year, but the general feeling within the industry is the number is nowhere close to that, probably close to double what he was earning in ECW. Top pay in ECW is little under $200,000 per year, and Sabu is on the top of that list.
I'm sorry, what? ECW top guys are making $200,000? Can any ECW top guys want to dispute that?
Any ECW guys on Cameo?
If they got paid.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, it was in the books as $200,000. I don't know if they were making it, though.
It was another scam by Paul Heyman. We love Paul Heyman.
I will give you $200,000. Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we are in the red, but I'm going to the WWF to make lots of money. So
I'll give it to you when I can.
I lied.
We are bankrupt now. Sorry.
Well, what is clear is that Heyman had Brunk under contract. I didn't know this. T-Brunk. He had T-Brunk under contract through January 15th, 2003.
Oh, okay.
So Sabu was signed to ECW until 2003, but the basic claim from one side is that while there was a contract, Heyman had breached it in some form, allegedly due to late payments from pay-per-view money. That's bullshit.
I've never heard of that.
What pay-per-view money?
We don't even run pay-per-views.
ECW side is that there was no breach, although there have been complaints going around about pay-per-view money being owed, and the contract specifically calls for, in event of a breach, a letter being written to give 90 days notice for the company to absolve the breach, and that no letter was ever written. So Sabu just goes to WCW.
Yeah, man. I mean, the conversation is probably as simple as this, man. Like, hey, I'm going to WCW, but you're signed. I'll tear this whole fucking place down. I promise you I will.
I will set you on fire and then my dad.
Fucking Terry Brunk. I will fucking end this whole shit right now. All right, man. You go WCW.
Hey, good luck, Terry. WCW is trying to get Shane Douglas to sign his release, but he's refusing to do so.
I'm not leaving. No.
You can't fucking pay me.
You can't make me.
At this point, there isn't even any dialogue going on regarding bringing him back. Conan had a meeting on February 10th scheduled, but there's no guarantee he'll ask to be back either.
Do they have a no-cut contract? Is that how that works?
Maybe like if they fire him, they have to pay him the remainder of the contract anyway.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's probably right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So like they're like, oh well, you might as well just fucking sit here and do nothing.
Where the hell is he gonna go? WWF? No way.
That would be radical if he did.
Not in Pittsburgh, brother.
No way, dude. He'll go to XPW and talk about Ric Flair.
Hey, you go to the WXO.
Oh, shit. Well, now it's time to talk about WXO. WXO Wrestling, Episode 2, February 5th, 2000.
All right, time to get into the WXO.
And
what is
wrestling?
Once
WXO
again.
Wrestling.
Hold on, there's a cold open. Come on.
Oh, sorry, you're right. My apologies.
Yeah, cold open here. Dan Severn made his first appearance.
No, mysterious man who's
The man in the gray.
Big back.
I've never seen a back this big.
Who the hell is this sweaty gray tank top man?
Dan Severn made his first appearance in the WXO. Mike Enos has attacked Barry Darso, the booker.
Dude, they show the DiBiase introducing the booker. They showed DiBiase introducing Dan Severn, and like it's like a TikTok that has the music way too loud over the guy talking. They should have turned the music over so I could not hear DiBiase.
And also, two fans jumped the guardrail and tried to beat the shit out of the WXO roster.
What are they
kicked their
backyarders
ass.
or what? What are they doing here?
Tony, hopefully we find out fucking soon who these guys are.
Well, now it's time to lay the law back again.
Oh, it does sound like that too. Wow, you're right.
Yeah, WXO's TV intro. They got their own theme song written and produced by just anybody they could find, I'm sure.
Ask Ted DiBiase who wrote that.
Yeah, it was probably Harry and the motherfucking Slash Tones.
Oh shit, that'd be fucking hot. I wish they would read something for us. Yeah, they should random clips in the intro of episode 1, but also clips of shit that I've not seen somehow.
That comes
That's
next
awesome.
episode, brother.
It could be coming in a few weeks from what I understand.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of upcoming clips in the next few weeks. That'll be exciting to talk about. They work stiff too, brother.
Of course.
Stan Lane and Chris Cruz invite themselves into our homes tonight, and
Two of the best.
they're going to take us to the Egg Dome, brother.
No, they're not.
Thank fuck. Well, Chris Cruz says Dan Severn is here and he's going for the WXO championship. The what?
Yeah, when the hell did we get that?
I asked that a lot this whole show, James. When the hell was any of this established? This happens a lot.
Yeah.
The WXO tag titles are on the line or not tonight. And at the Egg Dome.
Stan Lane says the reviews are rolling in from last week and they love it. The fans love it because they understand it. No, the fuck we don't.
What? Where? When did this happen?
Chris Cruz says something never seen before in pro wrestling this week. We're going to take you to the Egg Dome in Tokyo with Bart Gunn and Johnny Ace. That's right. Something never seen before in pro wrestling because this is not true.
This is 100%. None of this is true. WWF has done co-promoted shows at the Tokyo Dome. WCW has sent people over there and shown footage. Scott Norton had the IWGP title on Nitro before.
Yes.
All of this is not true from the top to the bottom, so it makes for a very interesting start to the show. Of course,
we're
going to see
not Bart Gunn.
Yeah, we're going to see fucking Johnny Ace and Michael Barton, and they're going to be at the Tokyo Dome in all Japan.
And they never say who they're facing or anything. It's just Michael Barton and Johnny Ace are in Japan, and they're wrestling for the All Japan tag titles at the Tokyo Dome, the Egg Dome.
And the people they're facing, it's crazy. We'll break it down when we get there. It's
unbelievable.
just so much here. But to start it off, welcome to WXO. We're taking you to the Egg Dome, brother. But before we get to the Egg Dome, we have none other than our opening contest of the evening.
Beautiful.
Big Al Green versus classy Chris Nelson.
Now, Chris Nelson comes out of here first, and I was stunned for a moment because I thought it was Al Green, and I said, wow, they already took his hood off. But no. Al Green is out here with the mask. And why? Not even the commentary knows, because Stan Lane says, hey, what's up with the mask? It's Al Green. And Chris Cruz says, yeah, good point.
Why did they bury the gimmick right away?
Immediately.
Yeah, why the fuck do you wear this stupid mask? We know who it is, Al Green.
Yeah, this is just fucking Al Green. They were like, oh, that's good heat. Just put a mask on. And Chris Cruz says, Al Green spent some time teaming with Kevin Nash. And we knew about this. He told us this.
Knew. Holy shit. Before he was in The Outsiders, he was with Al Green. And they were the Wrecking Crew?
Yes, Reverend Al Green. I'll always love you.
No. Al Green. Big Al Green.
He's a wrestler?
So, classy Chris Nelson's out here, and classy Chris Nelson is out here in a singlet with American flag pants on top, tucked into the boots.
That's classy.
He is ready for a Big Japan Korakuen main event if I've ever seen it in my entire life.
He's ready for an All Japan Tokyo domain.
With Johnny Ace and Michael Barton.
Big Japan's actually a great shout, honestly. He'd probably be super over there. He's a Bakagaijin.
Yeah, hugely over.
Well, Al Green has something to say here.
He does. He has a lot to say, actually.
Yeah, Al Green says, I can't see. Everyone, he's getting good heat, though, brother. You got to give him that.
It's because he's got the mask on. Who is this? Who's this guy talking shit?
Fuck this guy. Who is this? Al Green says, I can't stand here all night. I can stand here all night if you people don't shut your faces. Boo. Al Green then fumbles around.
He said, shut your faces, and you could have convinced me that Steve Austin just shook Vince McMahon's hand in Houston, Texas. The heat was immaculate, brother. You should have been there because the heat was. You should have been there. It was crazy.
This was Bash at the Beach Hogan leg drop style, brother.
Al Green
crazy.
with the mask is like
throwing shit in the ring. Oh, like y'all's faces. Oh, boo! Yo, come on this ring. We're gonna jump you.
Trash in the ring.
Two of our fattest fans might jump this rail.
I love how happy and excited all the WXOites are to be there.
They're fucking super fired up. Well, he says shut your faces, and then he proceeds to not talk for what felt like 2 minutes straight.
Commentary said remember what he said?
Dude, Chris Cruz yells at him, says, spit it out! Just yelling at him. Al Green says, I want you low-budget regnecks to understand one thing. It doesn't matter to me if you're some shoot fighter, if you're some karate, if you're a boxer.
Hear that, Speedball?
Some
karate. Just remember one thing. My name is Al Green. And Chris Cruz says, all right.
Dude, why does he say it like he says, my name is Al Green?
Yeah, he gets fucked up. He's in a hood. He doesn't know who he is.
All right.
Well, Al Green says, and I'm the baddest man in the WXO Wrestling. The WXO Wrestling is horrible to say. I hate
that is terrible.
This.
You should take these dudes to the Egg Dome, brother.
They're about to go on tour there.
Y'all better start working stiff.
Well, Stan Lane says, yeah, he looked a little green last week in that ankle lock.
Holy shit. Hey. Yeah, actually, funny enough, I didn't write this down, but I swear to God, I remember in the main, they use a lot of stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he did the tag. He said, hot tag.
Yeah, dude. I
was like, hey, yo.
He does, yeah.
There's one that I wrote down that is kind of, I think it's during that match too. Yeah, you're right. It is in the tag.
So they start this match off back and forth, and Al Green fucking just steamrolls this dude. Huge shoulder tackle, blows him back. I thought he was done right there. I was like, he's just going to pin him now.
He did kill him.
So, I'm sorry, I'm about to call him Crashy. Classy Classy Chris Nelson gets his comeback in, which is a hip toss, body slam, drop kick, clothesline to the outside.
He's fucking, and the crowd's raucous.
Dude, they're going nuts in this bitch. So commentary says, we don't have any soft foam rubber pads around the ring. When you get tossed out here in the WXO, you're going to hit some concrete. You're going to suck some cement.
Dude, I like that shit. That's fucking, it sucks some cement.
Yeah, I like that.
That's family friendly when I think about it.
Yeah, that's an ECW thing, and they're like, yeah, fuck it anyways.
No, that's family friendly because, like, you know, when you're a kid, you're smashing your fucking head off the fucking concrete doing backyard wrestling.
Kids nowadays are playing Fortnite.
Yeah, you're right. John Cena, Metallica.
They don't want to lay the law no more.
Somebody lay the law?
How many of y'all want to lay the law?
Well, anybody lay the fucking law. I do.
So Al Green gets him in the corner and does the Matt Morgan elbows.
He does. Oh my god.
The DNA of WXO.
That was awesome.
Oh, I don't know if you guys caught this. At one point, Chris Cruz says that the WXO under promises and over delivers.
We promised a little too much.
And also, he's excited to go to the Egg Dome in Tokyo.
Dude,
oh, thank you.
It's so crazy how much they hype this up. Oh my god, I can't wait to talk about it.
Yes, like for what it is, it's fucking insane. But yeah,
we're not bringing it up every time they're talking about it, but believe you me, brother.
It's more.
They talk about the Egg Dome a lot.
Yeah, he does. The Matt Morgan elbows is an unbelievably sick way to fucking describe that because it is what it is.
It is. It's like to the T, like crazy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Classy Chris Nelson hits the big guy spinning heel kick, which I'm always a big fan of.
Love that.
And Al Green then catches Chris Nelson with a version of the sidewalk slam.
Oh, that's weird. I look like a fucking spine buster to me.
Fuck you.
Oh, sorry, Chris Cruz, my bad, you know.
Yeah, so Spine Buster gets him the win. And if you can believe it, wait, what's that in the back? The two fans that got attacked last week, they just walked straight into the back.
That's what they say. They say, oh, let's not forget about a couple of fans got involved last week. The two fans have arrived. They're here. What?
Did they walk in with bags?
Dude, they did walk in with bags.
The fans walked in with bags?
And let's not make them wait any longer. They never show up ever again on this episode.
Yeah, they just walk in the back and then I guess they just hang out?
They're just one of the boys now. It's let's drink a beer. Yeah, they show up and then they just aren't on the entire rest of the episode. What the fuck? Spoilers, there's a big tag team schmoz at the end. Where are the boys at?
They got a little too drizzlunk backstage, brother. So it shows a few seconds of the Elizabeth Banks commercial from last time.
Yes.
Ted DiBiase must have said, "Cuts the fuckings cameras! Yeah! WXO! It's in your ass! It's in your ass!"
Yeah, and they cut the Blacktop Bully commercial too about Priceline, but we get to see that later, thankfully.
Yeah, it's exciting. So we go to a pre-tape. It's time. They've been hyping up this Egg Dome match.
They showed the commentators, and Chris Cruz is throwing to the Egg Dome match, and he very blatantly says Bart Gunn, but he mouths Bart Gunn, and you hear Michael Barton and Johnny Ace in tag team action.
Yeah, and his mouth's all not synced up with the way he says it. Yeah.
They said Bart Gunn at the top.
You could have just shown some B-roll and, fix that, but all right.
Yeah, you're right. You don't have to just show their lips. So yeah, we're going to footage from the Tokyo Dome, right?
Maybe that's what you call it, brother. This is the Egg Dome.
Understandable.
Yeah, at the top it even says the Egg Dome.
It does say that.
Yeah, so they show footage of this match, and of course we know it's Johnny Ace and Michael Barton.
That's what you call him, brother.
So my thoughts throughout this have been I actually chronicled. It's funny enough. I won't go through all of it, but I was talking to Johnny and Tony as I was watching the episode. I was like, what the fuck is going on? The Egg Dome with Johnny Ace and Michael Barton. I'm thinking in my head, so they have Tokyo Dome footage. They're going to show it on this show.
Right.
Johnny Ace hasn't been here yet.
His WXO debut is this match from Japan.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, All Japan Tokyo Dome. I was like, did they have a match at one? Like All Japan's run the Tokyo Dome before, but they've only run it a few times. I'm like, All Japan Tokyo Dome. Yeah, why would they lie? Why?
Yeah.
What do they get out of lying here?
Yeah, right.
And then it shows the footage of the match, and it says the Egg Dome at the top, and I'm looking at this match, and I'm like, there's a wall here in the back.
No.
And there's like, I don't know, 7 or 8 rows of fans, and then it just is a fucking wall. I said, what the fuck is this? And I messaged Johnny and Tony. I'm like, what fucking match is this, and where is this at?
So they don't say a date for this either.
Yeah. So you would imagine this shit happened last night.
This just happened at least within the week or two, right?
This shit wasn't even on the tour they were on at the time.
This shit isn't even the same. It's not even the same year.
This is a whole different tour.
This is from June 1999.
So Tony found the footage of the match on YouTube. You can watch this match if you would like to in its entirety, because you're not going to see the whole match on this show, brother.
No way.
We got to see a hot little sprint in the middle of the match.
Well, I didn't know what was going on. The fans weren't making any noise, so I was like, that's what we're going to get
It
it.
looked a little stiff too, Tony.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
So this was Johnny Ace and Michael Barton versus Jun Akiyama and Kenta Kobashi from June 9th, 1999, which is a long time ago. It is February 2000 for this.
Almost a year.
And this is not at the Egg Dome. This is at the Miyagi Sports Center in Sendai, Miyagi.
Now, that's got to be just a branch of the Tokyo Dome.
This shit is like 5 hours away from the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, what's it to you, brother?
You have to take a goddamn plane to get over there, you know? Like, that's how far away it is.
Why did they lie so much?
That is a good question. I genuinely think that they were just given this shit, right? They were like, read this, and they were just reading it off. And
I'm sure they didn't know shit, but it's like, wow.
Oh, like why did WXO do it like this? Right.
Yeah.
No clue. They probably didn't know either. They probably didn't know the difference between New and All Japan.
They just told Johnny Ace, get us your like the best match that we can use. And he
yeah,
said,
I mean Johnny Ace is probably like,
I wrestled in a Tokyo Dome.
He probably brought the tape. Hey, I got this. Yeah.
This is probably Johnny Ace's fucking fault. You're right.
yeah, somehow this is going back to Johnny Ace. I don't know what to tell you. It's not Michael Barton.
I wrestled in the Egg Dome.
Yeah, this is the Egg Dome. Johnny, there's like, I don't know, like 900 people here.
You don't fucking know. I was there.
Dude, it's like a Hulk Hogan. Like, brother, I was an Egg Dome, brother. Yeah, it was 90,000 million people here, brother.
I mean, the little sprint they show here was kind of hot.
Yeah, it's way better than anything on this show.
That's fucking real shit.
Which is crazy to show, by the way. I don't know if I would do that. Here's a bunch of footage that shows that there's a way more exciting style and way better wrestlers that aren't here and will never be here.
Dude, they treated Kobashi and Akiyama like they treat the bodies on this show. They don't name them at all.
Dude, okay, that was fucking insane. First off, this is Kenta Kobashi with the facial hair, so he's going through it right now. But
he's lit. Come on, he's lit. He's
no, Kenta Kobashi with the facial hair is when he's going through it. It's like Okada with the pants and the red hair.
Oh, sure.
Right, he's gonna clean shave when he gets back out.
Well, he at least made it to the Tokyo Dome, thankfully.
Yeah, in Sendai, Miyagi.
In February 2000.
Sendai Dome. So, yeah, we get this little bit of footage here. This is All Japan in the Tokyo Dome, and it's Johnny Ace and Michael Barton versus two jobbers. And this shit happened last night.
For the All Japan tag titles?
And it's for the All Japan tag titles, which, by the way, in this match, they weren't the champions yet.
Who?
Akiyama and Kobashi were the tag champs.
Oh, yeah, they were. Well, I think they talk about like they were like, oh, it'd be great if they brought those titles to the WXO. Yeah,
so Stan Lane says he would like to see Johnny Ace and Michael Barton bring the tag titles to the WXO. This match happened mid-1999, and they lost the tag titles on the same tour without defending them one time.
Well, they had a shot.
This is insane cap right now.
It's actually
Tony.
It's
let them
unreal.
know.
Stop the cap.
Tell their ass.
Stop the cap. You heard the man. Holy shit.
I don't
All right.
understand why they just, like, what is the point? I just say what
They must have just not known, and Johnny Ace gave them the footage and didn't know either.
Dude, he wrote it down. Yeah, this was the Egg Dome. Yeah, this brother.
This was in the Egg Dome.
Johnny Ace said, I worked the Tokyo Dome 30 days in a row. Different cities all over Japan.
Suck my dick, Stan Lane.
All right, so I'm going to just assume that this was taped so far in advance. So far in advance. This had to be taped in like mid-99, right?
Okay, so how about like January 16th, 2000? How's that work for you?
It was taped in January?
What? Yeah. Like a month ago.
Holy fuck.
That's like an 8-month difference.
They filmed all 3 episodes on one day in January.
Yep.
Dude, I think that's like 7 months.
I appreciate you trying to give them some like give them a little leeway, but no.
Johnny Ace and Michael Barton better go back to Japan and win those shits then, because
I hope so.
You got 1 episode left, hey.
Yeah, you better get back there, motherfucker. They might win them in this match. Who knows? I don't know.
They're so stiff over there.
I'll never know. I won't know till next week, maybe.
Yeah, so we touched on it, but they show us a couple spots, and then
they're hot.
They tell us they stop the match. Dude. It cuts back to the commentary, and they say, and we will bring you the conclusion of this match in a few weeks here on the WXO.
What?
I have never seen wrestling presented like this.
Why would you present it like that? What the fuck?
All right, so we go to a pre-tape here. Fred Ottman drives up and a little car.
Who's Fred Ottman? Please explain.
Fat man in a little car.
This fattest son of a bitch I've ever seen.
Fred Ottman, better known as Tugboat,
yes,
or Typhoon, of course. The Shockmaster.
Shockmaster.
Yeah, yes. Shockmaster.
I know him as the Destroyer, brother.
Well, he's very fat in a very small car.
He's the fattest man in the world.
Dude, this is peak comedy. I mean, if you're looking for joke number 1, fat man in a little car is at the top of that list.
Dude, that's number 1 family-friendly joke for me.
Tony, in the year 2000, I'm making a list of funniest things I can think of, and fat guy in little car is probably like top 5, top 10 for me.
And it makes me laugh every single fucking time. He's in a convertible too.
Oh my.
Yeah, so Fred Ottman, we'll just call him Tugboat for now, drives
Shockmaster
up.
to me.
He's not either of those things. He's Fred Ottman.
No, he's Shockmaster for sure. I don't know if you saw Shockmaster WCW. This is what Shockmaster WCW was. After
fat man in a little wall.
after he did Shockmaster, the hood fell off. He was like Fred Ottman, but he acted like an idiot. And he thought that was a great gimmick, so he carried it over here.
It is a good gimmick.
Fred Ottman drives up in a little car convertible, and they instantly, and dude, they instantly start roasting him on commentary. They don't even let him stop the car before they start getting on his ass.
He's not even doing the fucking bit yet.
He's just in the car.
He just drove up. Wow, that's a fat fucking dude.
This fat ass can't get out of this car.
He should be responding, hey, who's saying that? That's a big man for a car that small.
Yeah. And then he starts struggling to get out of the car, and like, oh shit, that's a fat fucking dude, man.
Hey.
And Fred does. He says, "Hey, somebody help me! Hello." Yeah, wow, Tubby Tubberson, you fat son of a bitch.
This is crazy because
the car was really tiny and he's really fat.
Dude, that's true.
Dude, it'd be hilarious if he was too fat possibly to get out of the car.
My family think that's funny.
Dude, yeah. Like, if I was watching Tommy Boy or whatever, I'd be laughing my ass off right now. It'd be very funny to me.
No, that would be a better movie, and I would be laughing, and I'd rather watch that.
It would be better, and the actor would be great.
You're watching WXO with the family on whatever fucking day and whatever
You're watching
time.
WXO! Fuck Tommy Boy! Sell 1,000 of these! Yeah!
Egg Dome, brother. That's family-friendly fun.
That's a Barry Darcy screaming in front of a green screen. So Fred Ottman is sweating. He's stuck in this car. They've definitely done this. They've definitely recorded this a lot. For some reason, they can't get this down. And then it cuts to black, and we hear from commentary, We'll see if Fred Ottman can get out of the car when we get back.
That is crazy, man.
I am not changing this damn channel.
No, I have to see, man.
Good.
Yeah, well, thankfully, before that, you get the Blacktop Bully Priceline commercial. Fuck! Save all these tickets! Hotels, cars, planes, little car, fat man tickets.
You guys will see real wrestling. Go see Fred Ottman trying to get out this car.
That's what the Attitude Era was missing, bro.
Yeah, it's Mr. Fred Ottman in little car.
Dude, they should have did that on the first episode instead of Dan Severn. It's Fred Ottman. That we don't find out who the mystery man in the limo is because he can't get out of it.
Dude, it's a great t-shirt stuck in a little car.
And it blows up.
I think if Fred Ottman's car blows up, tiny little sports car blows
DiBiase
up.
standing there. Oh my god! If you don't get out in 10 seconds, it's gonna explode. Fat ass can't get out.
Oh, he's so fat he can't get out of the car.
I like the idea that it's like chronically like that. So Dan Severn's already showed up and got blown up, and then
There's a car.
Fred Ottman trying stuff. He's like, "Damn, I can't get out of this car." And DiBiase, if you don't get out in 10 seconds, the car is going to explode. For some reason, every car here is rigged with explosives.
We keep running from fucking Priceline.
Hold on, we gotta go to the Barry Darso Priceline commercial. We'll be back to find out if the car blows up.
Oh my god!
As it cuts to black.
Fred Ottman, no!
He's so fat, he must have ate the dynamite.
Yeah, he comes back, Tony, and it's like him. He's expelling like a black cloud from the. Oh my god!
It's
Well, that
like
was
the
weird.
mask. It's the mask when he eats the thing.
Yeah, dude, he is. He is. It comes out his ears. He's like, yeah, that's a great line, by the way. Well, that was weird. Thanks for the sandwich, Ted. Wow.
Well, I'm hungry. I could go for some French fries.
Oh
Dude.
my god!
2000. That's peak comedy. Holy
I
shit.
mean, I'm pissing my pants in the
Fat
movie.
guy,
theater.
little car.
Fat guy, little
Let's
car,
go.
eats dynamite, expels smoke from ears and mouth, and then smacks his belly and says,
That was weird.
That was weird. That's probably in a Marvel movie today.
You're right.
That's in a Marvel movie
And it's
today.
funny as shit. Oh my god. Well, we're back from the Blacktop Bully commercial.
What happened?
And
Did he
oh
get
my,
out?
everyone's helping Fred Ottman's fat ass out of his car.
Yeah, he's good.
They dragged him out, and Chris Cruz says 6'8", 401 pounds. What was he thinking in that car? Fat.
Hey, man, damn.
This fat son of a bitch. He's fat.
So it shows a pre-tape. Barry Darso and Mike Enos are fighting last week.
That's their hot angle.
Dude, I can't believe how many weeks in a row. We should get an award for this.
Mike
No
Enos
one has
count?
never talked about Mike Enos as much as Deadlock has talked about Mike Enos.
You're right.
Dude, I was thinking about how we could Mike Enos like penis. We never said Mike Anus. I don't know why we never made
I
that
think
joke.
I
That's
did.
low-hanging fruit, Tony.
Yeah, come on. Step up.
We talk about
Sorry.
fat guys eating dynamite here, all right?
That's highbrow comedy, family friendly, brother.
But James, Mike Enos, they show Mike Enos. I said, I hope he's on this fucking show because this will be a record for how many times we've watched him wrestle.
I feel like we haven't gone one episode in like at least a month without mentioning Mike Enos. This
He
must
comes up
be
in the
his
Observer
era.
or something. Yeah, maybe.
I feel like
His era.
I've seen, dude, it's crazy because I feel like I've seen Mike Enos, but I haven't really seen Mike Enos, if you know what I mean. Like, I really don't.
Tony, I couldn't pick him out of a lineup. I can't
He
visualize
looks way
him.
different here than he does in WCW. I swear to God, he does.
He looks different every single time I see him.
Yeah. So we go to another pre-tape. Barry Darso is now yelling in front of a green screen about Mike Enos in Minnesota.
Yeah, he says, Mike Enos, you want to play those kind of games with me? I'm in WXO for one reason, and that's to be the best wrestler in WXO. You don't come down in the middle of my match and hit me in the head with a chair. You being from Minnesota, know what I'm like, because that's where I'm from.
Oh, shit. All right.
And when someone hits me in the head with something like that, it comes back a lot harder on you. Mike Enos, you be ready for the bully. This is a hot angle.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, we go to our
That
next.
he booked.
Yeah, he booked all this. He's winning. So we go to a next matchup here. The next featured bout of the night. It is Hack Myers That's right, Hack Myers, and he is facing off.
Shaw.
No Shaws
ECW
tonight.
legend.
Yeah, well, it's because the crowd was too hot.
Hack Myers versus the Black Nature Boy.
It's not a nickname.
That's just his name.
That's his wrestling name, yeah.
Yeah, they say it on commentary. Oh, he's facing the Black Nature Boy. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll fucking write down whatever his shit is here on the nameplate. No, nameplate says Black Nature Boy. I said, how the fuck is that?
Apparently, Black Nature Boy is an indie wrestler, and his name is Scoot Andrews.
Yeah, he was like ECWA guy, like Super 8. I think he was in the Super 8 tournament a bunch of times. But I think ECWA might be like where he's in most. And I think he's done some ROH shots, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, looking this up, he was trained by Hack Myers. I did not know that. Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, shit. Well,
this is like Chris Danger versus Tyler Breeze.
Holy shit, virtually identical.
So Hack Myers is here. No hair, actually, just a regular dude.
Yeah, he had like the crazy ponytail in ECW, and
he had the sideburns with goatee.
Yeah,
that's
crazy
right.
Look,
not
crazy
connected.
look. Yeah,
Nothing was connected. No hair, sideburns, or beard or anything. Yeah, he was the Shaw of ECW because he would anytime he did a move, he would go Shaw, and the crowd liked that. I don't think he does that here at all. I think they don't do that stupid shit here.
Yeah, bald, regular dude.
That's not family friendly.
I guess not. Well, it also was like maybe like 7 years after he was doing that in ECW, so maybe he was like, I'm fucking over that.
So Stan Lane wonders if the Black Nature Boy is the master of the figure 4 leg lock himself.
That's a great fucking question, Stan Lane.
I don't think he goes for it once.
No. He's only Black Nature Boy by name. He doesn't do chops.
He doesn't have a robe.
Or
he
strut.
He doesn't say woo.
Maybe he's Black Nature Boy Buddy Rogers.
Oh, God rest his soul.
Rest in peace.
So Jennifer Hart will be one of your new broadcast colleagues tonight on the WXO, and we got our first look at her tonight.
Dude, family friendly.
Yeah, Stan Lane starts doing his best Jerry Lawler impression, but if Jerry Lawler couldn't say anything at all.
Yeah, he pretty much in very few words says, wow, she's so fucking hot. I can't wait to look at her.
And he says it the entirety of this match, the next match, the promo segment itself, and it gets to the point where Chris Cruz says, wow, you're thinking about that Jennifer Hart again, huh?
They talk about Jennifer Hart more than they talk about the main event, which I don't know what it is until it happens.
Well, you have to understand, that's one of the new broadcast colleagues.
I understand. I fucking hear you.
Hack Myers instantly bumps for Scoot Andrews here off the rip, giving up his size to start this match, which is an interesting start for a match that gets, God forbid, one of the longest matches on the show.
Yeah, and the fact that Hack Myers, now that I know, trained him is even worse.
So Stan Lane puts over Backyard Wrestling on the internet he's been watching.
For no reason at all.
It's better than this shit.
Hack Myers then cuts himself off with a splash into the buckle, and Scoot Andrews knocks him down. But hey, man, you already bumped in the first 30 seconds of the match.
No, he got him down. Yeah, the crowd's going wild.
Dude, the crowd, I can't believe it, man. Mick Foley just won the WWF title. This place is going nuts.
They're fucking losing it, man.
So Scoot Andrews goes for the Alabama Jam, but misses.
Dude, that must suck, right?
Yeah,
that can't ever. Rough. There's not an easy. Like, there's no easy way to take that normally, let alone if nobody's there.
So then Dan Severn starts walking to the ring. This is one of the refs.
Dan Severn starts coming out, and they're like, whoa, here comes Dan Severn.
Oh my God.
And then it cuts to the back where, once again, Blacktop Bully is yelling at a door, telling Al Green that his boy Dan Severn's in the ring. And you gotta go to show him, you're not a jabroni.
Oh my God. Why do you say that?
You gotta show him you're not a jabroni. So 2 weeks in a row, Blacktop Bully has encouraged Al Green in a mask to go out and fight Dan Severn. Well, we're back in the ring now. Dan Severn has fucking Hack Myers in a dragon sleeper.
Dude, you might have missed it when he's yelling, come on, Al, get out there. And then at the very end, the door just opens, and then they cut.
So Hack Myers taps out to the dragon sleeper, and Dan Severn just lets it go.
Yes, of course.
Then Scoot Andrews gets put into a Fujiwara armbar by Dan Severn, which is weird. I I don't get any of this.
No, the crowd I feel like is booing Dan Severn.
No,
here,
they're
by
going
the way.
nuts. This is one of the greatest things.
They've been waiting to see fucking Black Nature Boy and Hack Myers get what's coming to them.
So Al Green then rushes the ring
in a mask.
Mask. And Dan Severn immediately kicks his fucking ass.
Dude, Dan Severn immediately spears Al Green, puts him in a knee bar, and then Al Green taps out. What is going on?
That's the bell.
Yeah, hey.
All right, that's a DQ.
Anyway, the WXO debut of Mean Mike Enos is up next. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, so we go to the next match. Pat Powers versus Mike Enos.
Dude, I don't know why I wrote down Pat Powers so many times, but you just saying it out loud, it still feels like it's not a real name.
He's one of the goats here. He gets
Pat
a big win
Powers.
right.
There's an Iowa indie wrestler named Pat Powers. You probably got it from this guy.
It's probably him.
It's probably him.
It's not him. It's not.
Pat Powers is not a real person. This is fucked up.
Yeah, he's in the Midwest Indies. So they say on commentary that Dan Severn put the Kimura leg bar in. And it was all over for
That
Al
was
Green.
true. That was real.
He did say fucking Kimura leg bar.
I
almost started headbutting my keyboard. Got Kimura leg bar.
That Kimura leg bar was locked in.
Chris Cruz says WXO brings you some names you've never heard of, and in some cases, the stars you have heard of. I'm looking at Pat Powers and Mike Enos. Who the fuck are you talking about here?
Mike Enos, of course, the legend.
Mike Enos?
So Mike Enos is here, and he is wrestling in a singlet, but also a stringer on top, is what my original thoughts were.
Yes.
And then he takes off the shirt.
It's just a tank top.
And he's wearing tiny pants. Tiny pants Mike Enos is unreal.
Dude, he's gigantic, though.
He has been eating one chicken breast to asparagus for at least the last 8 months of his life.
He looks great.
He overpowers, which is fucking crazy. Mike Enos overpowers Pat Powers.
Dude, that's his whole gimmick. You can't do this. They're blowing it here.
So Pat Powers then cuts him off.
Pat Powers.
Mike Enos a power slam.
This is fucked up.
Wait, Mike Enos in a power slam on Pat Powers?
Holy shit.
Yeah, so this is where he takes off the tank, and I'm revealed that he's wearing tiny pants.
His little pants, he wraps it around Pat Powers' neck and throws him to the floor. And then he throws Pat Powers, Mike Enos does, into a guardrail and almost kills a small child.
So Mike Enos slams him on the announce table.
Slams who?
Mike Enos slammed Pat Powers on the announce table.
Right.
And I don't know who said on commentary. He said,
Chris
"Whoa,
Cruz said it.
This is not the Spanish announce table."
Ah!
I don't get the fucking joke.
I can't believe that's even a joke in 2000. That was already like a thing that they break the Spanish announce table all the time. Wow.
So Mike Enos then goes back in and hits a pile driver in the ring.
On Pat Powers.
Pile driver on Pat Powers. And then pulls him up at 2.
Dude, Mike Enos, how could you? The crowd, at least the front row from what I could see, enjoys this very much.
50,000 strong enjoy this.
More than the Tokyo Dome.
Stupid egg dome. So Mike Enos...
The dome.
So Mike Enos takes Pat Powers up to the top rope, and he holds him there, and then he screams, "Huh?" hey.
I was fired up for this. He loads Pat Powers on the top rope body slam style. I said,
"What's he about to do?"
He's about to invent moonsault and battery. What are you doing?
Okay, I definitely thought he was doing moonsault and battery.
Me too. I was like, no fucking way.
I forgot that people just do a follow away slam from here. I always, for some reason, now go, "Oh, he's doing moonsault and battery."
He should have, but the follow away slam was still pretty sweet.
It was. So Mike Enos hits a super follow away slam, and Pat Powers rolls out of the ring, and Mike Enos chases him to the outside. Pat Powers.
That's not real. This is not real.
Pat Powers is a Midwest indie wrestler. So Mike Enos chases him to the outside. Pat Powers is selling on the barricade. And then Barry Darso comes in. And he hits Mike Enos in the head.
With a bud.
Dude, he's fucking drunk and he's carrying a can of beer.
He convinced Al Green to go get his ass kicked by Dan Severn. Now he's hitting Mike Enos in the head with a bud. And Pat Powers gets in the ring and wins by countout.
Dude,
Pat
the ref
Powers.
sees the whole thing. He's watching this. The ref's looking at him as he hits him with a can of beer, and he just lets
This was
it
a
go.
no DQ match.
It's like all Japan Tokyo Dome rules on the floor. Anything goes.
20 count, anything goes.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. The crowd isn't making any noise.
Oh, we
I
have
don't know
one more
what's going on.
episode, so just hold on and just.
Oh, okay, maybe I'll understand then. Okay.
Dude, I
Tune in next
completely
week for the rules.
I expected Mike Enos to get some heat back here and hit Pat Powers with the fucking Enos driver or something, but no,
Enos penis bomb. Yeah.
he just gets in the ring and he's mad.
Well, he had him beat, and then,
Well, he should have took it out on him.
he should have done the Enos driver on his top.
Enos envy.
Wow.
At check into cash, we turn your check into cash. That's it. You know we do.
Dude, that's a great commercial, actually, dude.
I was dying laughing at that.
2 seconds of airtime, and you got a commercial.
That's all I need. At check into cash, we turn your check into cash. Oh, you spit me.
I need to cash this check. Where can I go? I'm checking the cash.
Cash.
They'll
They'll turn into cash. That was it.
Chris Cruz and Stan Lane are on commentary, and Cruz says, I never claimed to be handsome, but this man is sweet. But if you want to see something beautiful on camera, well, Jennifer Hart's coming up. Our broadcast colleague will join us for the first time here. I thought she was going to join commentary, but I was mistaken.
Yeah, she's Mean Gene tonight. So Fred Ottman Town Hall is up next.
Dude, he is so fucking fat.
He actually looks pretty fine
No,
here.
he's not that fat at all. No, he's not.
No, he's
Yeah.
fine. He's doing
Yeah,
all right.
He just looks like a fucking defensive lineman or some shit.
He looks big. He looks like Fred Flintstone is what he looks like here. It's
Oh, he
unbelievable.
does. That's a good reference.
Them
Sorry,
doing,
James.
them
I
doing a big fat guy in a car angle with a guy that looks like he's built like a brick shit house is like crazy.
They got to put the two fans with this fucking guy. By the way, they didn't reveal it on the show, obviously, but I think that the two fucking fans are the Jane twins, the Johnsons.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I think so. I think they are. Yeah.
They get like a run in every one. Like they got a XWF run too. They get a run in all these places.
They did. Yeah. TNA.
They saw something in them.
They saw something and
They
then
saw the dicks.
you dress up as a bunch of Enoses. So, dude, all right. So we talked about Lash LaRue last week, not understanding his promo.
Yeah, Tony understood all of it.
I got it. I know what he was talking about. It was just
Well,
a bit
I
for the
hope that you
show.
understood Fred sorry, I said Destroyer earlier. This is the Dominator, Fred Ottman. I was
It's not
mistaken.
even the Fred Ottman because his nameplate just says the Dominator.
That's true, but they fuck it, it's Fred Ottman. Whatever. Yeah, this is a man that I don't understand at all. But
well, Johnny, if you take your microphone and you put it like 20 feet away from you and try and talk.
should I do like the show from like here?
Yeah,
Fred
that's
Ottman?
it. Yeah, you can cut his promo like that. Yeah.
Pump in the SmackDown crowd audio too. Turn it way up.
With your microphone way over there, you'll be good. You'll be good.
So yeah, the Dominator Fred Ottman is here, and Jennifer Hart's in the ring to interview the Dominator. And Jennifer says, "Hello, I am Jennifer Hart with WXO Wrestling." Woo!
This is how Mean Gene always just starts interviews.
Hey, I'm Mean Gene. Woo! And I have the huge,
Hey,
fat,
hey,
that son of a bitch.
round Fred the Dominator Ottman here.
woo!
Jennifer. This is
She tries to woo again. Oh, Fred Ottman, woo!
now. This is his first time in the ring on the show. And the first thing she says is, "Oh, I heard you had a tough time today, Fred, you fucking fat freak."
Hey, the fuck?
Also, just in context here, that they did not show this to the live crowd. The car thing, I don't think the live crowd saw the car thing.
There is a big Tron, so maybe?
That means they'd have to tape it before and.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
buy it.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
assuming
That's
the live crowd has no idea about the
They
sports
didn't
car
know he
bit.
ate the dynamite stick.
Okay.
Well, Fred says, somehow I figured out all the words that he said here. I was very impressed with myself. Yeah, dude, it was a long time. It took me a while. Fred says, bad day? Let's talk about bad days. I'm late to the building. I'm in my convertible. I get stuck. The door locks don't work. The steering wheel won't move. Someone comes over. They pull me out of the thing. The bottom line is that I'm here for the WXO, and I'm excited, brother. And Jennifer Hart says, yeah, woo!
Yeah. Come on.
And then Jennifer says, you had a tough time getting out of your car. Why don't you get a bigger car? You
Hey.
Sorry. Well, Fred says, since I was a little kid, I wanted a sports car. I grew, and the car stayed small. But the bottom line is I'm having fun. And Jennifer says, yeah, wow, so are we.
Hey, back to me.
Fred says, I'm excited being here in WXO. It's extreme. Huh? Is that right?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Who told you that?
We don't know.
Maybe Fred knows something we don't. I don't know. He says, it's extreme. I love it. I'm excited. I don't know if I'm more excited being in here or being next to you. But the bottom line is, dude, the bottom line
How
is...
many times you bottom line this? Let me bottom line this for you.
That's his fucking catchphrase in 2000. And
Bottom
that's
line
the bottom
is,
line.
this shit sucks, Fred Ottman. You piece of trash.
Fat son of a bitch.
You're so fucking round.
Why don't you convert yourself into a piece of trash?
I said you got a tiny little car. What?
The only thing I slid on you, son. So he says, but the bottom line is...
I thought y'all wanted me here to put me over.
The bottom line is, this is where the tough action is. Grassroots. It's not who you know.
What?
How much
What
makeup
the
you wear.
fuck are you saying?
How pretty you are. It's how big, bad, nasty you are. And that's right. I'm nasty. He's just stealing everyone's...
Are you going to take us to Pity City while he's at it? What the fuck's going on here?
No.
Well, don't worry, boys. Fred Ottman says... My gimmick is I've wrestled all over the world.
And this is an open challenge. Let's go.
My gimmick is I've wrestled all over the world with the toughest competition there is.
Good gimmick.
And the tough
So Jennifer Hart says, good gimmick. Woo. Oh.
Come on, Stan.
Stan.
Yeah, come on, Stan. Jesus. He says, the tough guys are coming one by one, and I'm looking forward to it.
More boys are coming.
Anyway, no one's ever slammed me, and I got an open invitation.
Hey,
you want
what?
some?
You
want
can't
some of me? Hey, you want some of me? Look at his ugly face.
You can't just take the Yokozuna slam gimmick. What's
You can't
wrong with
just
you?
take Big John Studd's body slam challenge. Hey, Ted DiBiase, what are you doing?
And that's the bottom line. Because the Destroyer says so. Dominator, fuck, he's not the Destroyer. This Fred Ottman promo is fucking... He is like... Is he fucked up or something? What is wrong with him here?
Well, he showed up to the arena and said, hey, we're going to film a big, fat carb pre-tape with you, and then we're going to have Jennifer Hart call you fat. He probably said, dude, I don't know what you are asking me to do, but I'm going to go out there, I'm going to do it.
Well, I'm ugly. Look at me. I'm ugly. God damn.
Ted DiBiase, you want to do Big John Studd's big-ass body slam challenge? Yeah. All right, good. That's what we got for you.
He'll give me that Yokozuna push. He's got to hear his face in Austin soon.
Dude, they had it written down to explain your gimmick. Yeah, this is my gimmick. All right.
Oh, cool.
You read it verbatim.
Good gimmick.
My gimmick is...
Oh, man, wow.
Chris Cruz says Jennifer Hart was worth waiting for. Nothing about Fred Ottman.
Dude, yeah, what the fuck? You just made a body slam challenge.
Yeah, you better accept that shit. Chris Cruz says the Bodies and the Heartbreakers are coming up tonight, and the question is, why do these teams hate each other so much? Did we not just see these two teams work together at the end of the
main event
show?
last week.
Yes, and they worked together to beat up the fat fans.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Stan Lane says, well, they're both young teams. Cut him off crazy.
Well, yeah, because Barry Darso has to yell at us.
Do you have what it takes to name your own price?
Well, we come back here to the studio audience, and we go to a pre-tape. And I can't believe the day is finally here where we get to see the Johnny Ace WXO pre-tape.
This is like the only thing I think people knew about this promo.
They did not. Yeah. I would be surprised if they knew it was from WXO.
That's true. I didn't know that they played this on WWE. this promo.
I've seen the fucking footage of this with a WWE logo on it. When I first originally saw it, I swear to God, it had a WWE logo on it.
Yeah,
so it was when Punk and him were feuding, he did Punk made a video package of Johnny Ace's career, and this was in it.
That's probably where I saw it.
Yeah. So Chris Cruz says he's still in Japan, and we'll see him in a few weeks on WXO. It's Johnny Ace. They're still going with that footage being now. That match happened just now, and Johnny Ace is
like
in
an
Japan.
hour ago.
Yeah, it just happened recently. Well, Johnny Ace is here, and Johnny Ace says, "Johnny Ace, the man in Japan. I'm in Tokyo right now. All right, I get it. You're fucking in Japan, buddy.
You don't understand how big I am in Japan.
Big country.
Big egg."
And all I ever hear about is this WXO. What does the X stand for? I don't know. I don't care. But I'm coming to kick some butt. On the internet, the media, the press, they keep saying, "Johnny, are you going to WXO?" Maybe not, brother. I hope so. Well, the obvious answer is yes. You don't got it, get it. You don't get it. He does a turn, points at the camera. Figure it out. What? What?
He's coming.
Why do none of the promos fucking make any sense?
Why did Johnny Ace?
What does X mean? I don't know.
Yeah, why did Johnny Ace call out the name? What does the X stand for? Didn't nobody ask?
I swear, I'm in Japan right now. I swear.
Dude,
wink, wink.
He
I'm
says,
really in Japan.
You don't got it, get it. You don't get it, figure it out. It goes from the promo to commentary, and Chris Cruz, the first fucking thing he says is, "Stan, gotta be honest with you, I have no idea what that means."
What?
And then
You wouldn't get it because it's stiff over there in Japan, brother.
Yeah, the crowd's different, dude. I don't know. Yeah, he says, "I have no idea what that means." And then Chris Cruz says some kind of a movement that Johnny Ace apparently says is going to be taking place here in WXO Wrestling. What? Did we fucking hear a different promo than they had?
Johnny Ace is putting the X in WXO.
Dude, did they give them a sheet that says, "All right, this is what Johnny Ace is going to say," and he just didn't fucking say it, and they didn't have him redo it? Yeah, a movement's coming to WXO Wrestling. What?
I'm not reading this fucking sheet.
This promo sucks.
I
don't want to
Tell
work
Barry
here.
Dorso, kiss my ass.
WXO sucks. They had to cut all
Fucking
that.
Barry Dorso, bitch.
DiBiase.
He was probably supposed to say something about the tag match and the titles and
It had to be something to it because they say
yeah.
there's a movement coming, and Stanley says, "Oh, the movement is a band of his friends and followers that he's going to
bowel
bring."
movements coming. I tell you what.
If you don't got tag titles, get it. If you don't get it, I'm not coming.
Figure it out.
Barry Dorso, figure this shit out because this place sucks.
Stan Lane couldn't lace my boots, bitch.
They got me to with Michael Barton, for God's sakes. Sold out.
That was a year ago, fucking blacked out bully. Fuck you. All right, cut all that. Jesus. The fuck?
Yeah.
Can't say that, Johnny Ace.
Yeah, get all that off the fucking airwaves.
Oh, sorry about that.
So it shows a recap of everything we've seen so far tonight, just in case you missed it.
Dude, this is where they say Kimura leg bar.
Get your Kimura leg bar right here.
Dude, yeah, they showed Dan Severn putting fucking Al Green in the knee bar, and Chris Cruz says, "What is that? The Kimura leg bar?" And Stan Lane says, "It certainly is." No,
Yes,
the fuck it's not.
Indeed.
Anyway, then they recap the fucking tag match that we haven't seen all of. We've seen fucking 3 minutes of this tag. How are you recapping this to me?
Well, I'm excited because we get the turnaround match here for the Heartbreakers and the Bodies.
The Bodies. Well, the Heartbreakers are, of course, Apollo and Adonis with Miss Giamore. And the Bodies are still fucking nameless.
Yes, we know their names, though.
It's Ace Steel and The other Ace Steel, too.
Danny Dominion.
Danny Dominion. But in this one, I couldn't keep up. Oh, that's understandable. Respect. I could not differentiate the two in this one.
Yeah, I tried. So if I'm wrong, fuck you.
Fuck you, I'm not coming.
I'm in Japan.
I'm very excited to see, because, no, he fucking never shows up.
No,
there's one show left. And
he's not here.
Yeah, he's never.
Yeah,
he
no, like
this.
Yeah, he does. He's not here.
Wow.
He's not like he'd show up later or anything.
No, he can't. You're right. Wow. Huh.
So we have Gia Moore here with the Heartbreakers. And,
Miss Gia Moore, of course.
She's out here on the ramp, and she gets on the ramp and shows her boobs.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. And Chris Cruz says, you got to question what's going on with Adam Pearce. Is he a Heartbreaker wannabe? What? The fuck are you talking about? Why is there so much on this show that I haven't seen? They didn't show anything about. They're just throwing random angles at commentary and saying, I'll just fucking say this.
Yeah, why is he a Heartbreaker wannabe? Oh, because commentary just said so.
I was so confused that I went on YouTube to find other versions of this show because I swore something had to have been left out. But there's not.
I think they just said, call it.
They just said, fuck it. We don't got time to film this shit, and we don't got enough money to do another taping, so just do it. Stan Lane says, Adam Pearce has a good partner in Tommy Rogers, and Adam Pearce would be well advised to stick with what he's got and not jump around like a mark to this tag team right here. And Chris Cruz says, I've heard that term before, but I don't know what it means. Does that mean I'm a mark? And Stan Lane says, just look it up in the dictionary.
Oh, okay, sure. So we start off here, international here from Danny Dominion, and he starts on top with some babyface arm drags. Ace Steel is now in, and he's on top with some babyface wrist lock action. Wait a minute, Danny Dominion's back in.
He's got
a wrist lock on, and
good on you.
Heartbreakers finally get the cutoff with the kitchen sink.
Who are the heels?
It changes, I think, about halfway through this one.
Because the bodies do twin magic behind the ref's back.
They do.
But then the Heartbreakers do tag moves behind the ref's back.
We're looking at two heels.
Wow.
They were changing the game. Paul Lee, eat your heart out, buddy.
we need two fat fans to fucking get in the middle of this.
Oh, but they're backstage eating. They kick him out. So Apollo then gets that camel clutch in. Oh, yeah, man. Then we get some twin magic as Adonis comes in. He looks exactly like him, apparently, and it gets him in the camel clutch.
Completely different gear. What the fuck? Chris Cruz says, WXO Wrestling is wrestling you can watch with your children and not be embarrassed by it. This is a seismic shift in this business. Listen, motherfucker. If my kids would never watch this shit. My kids are watching Kobashi and fucking Akiyama and not Mike Barton, I'll tell you that much.
Daddy, I don't think All Japan ran in the egg dome.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Daddy, is Adam Pearce really going to join the Heartbreakers?
I don't know. I've never seen the angle. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know who the hell Adam Pearce is. So all four men are in the ring now, and fucking Jesus Christ, man. The Heartbreakers decide that they're going to kill one of these dudes. So the Heartbreakers, I thought at first were going to go for a back body drop. That's what this looked like.
So I thought it was going to be a double flapjack because they did a double back body drop earlier. Now, I believe this is the same issue that this man that took this move had, because I believe the Heartbreakers must have called or expected to do a flapjack, but he thought it was going to be a back body drop until they held his legs.
Yeah, so the Heartbreakers send this guy up into the air. And they were confused. He was confused. I'm confused because now the Heartbreakers are taking their own bump. And this guy tucks his head. And I swear to God, I thought I saw a man die for a second. This has to be one of the gnarliest bumps that I've seen in a minute.
I thought he got paralyzed because he legit like pile drives himself out of the air.
Yeah, well, thank God he's young. When you're younger, you can take stuff like that and usually get up. I'm not saying every time, but
sure.
When your bump card's a little filled, those bumps don't be happening no more.
He got crunched so fucking crazy. I was horrified. I said, wow, what the fuck?
So I started like thinking to myself, like, was that supposed to happen? Like, was that
No
like their tag
fucking
finish?
way.
Like they were like backstage and they're like, we got the big main. He said, so tonight we're gonna kill you for real.
Take our flapjack driver, please. Oh, all right, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So Adam Pearce comes down here, and apparently he's a heartbreaker wannabe.
Apparently.
He comes down all creepily.
He's sneaking out to ringside with his mullet.
Adam Pearce then hits a missile drop kick on the Heartbreakers and then throws the bodies on top of them, and the bodies win the main event.
Oh, I guess he wasn't a heartbreaker wannabe. What?
Maybe Adam Pearce is a bodies wannabe? I don't know.
Oh, well, maybe he is, James, and that's why Adam Pearce goes over and he helps the bodies up, and then the bodies start kicking Adam Pearce's ass. They body slam him and start stomping him out. What is fucking happening here?
And then Tommy Rogers, Adam Pearce's original tag partner, makes a save. And, you know, maybe Adam Pearce just wants to be with Tommy Rogers after all. Story told.
I guess
Cinema.
I guess fucking so, because Tommy Rogers and Adam Pearce clear the ring, the bodies and the Heartbreakers all leave, and the show just ends. We don't see the fucking Shane twins or whatever they are called on the show. We have, like, why? Why not?
We have a hell of a tag division right now, boys. We got the Heartbreakers, the Bodies, Adam Pearce and Tommy Rogers, who are also the Heartbreakers, or maybe also the Bodies. We have Eric Watts and John Zandig. And then we have two fucking fans that are here now.
And Johnny Ace and Michael Barton and Kenta Kobashi and Jun Akiyama.
Let's go! Like, how the fuck are you going to stop this from taking over ECW?
This is hot. I mean, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. The network is definitely looking at this show. TNN is looking for some family-friendly
Paulie couldn't even get Jun Akiyama and Kenta Kobashi.
Hell no!
They definitely couldn't get Johnny Ace and Michael Barton.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck Paulie.
Fuck these nuts.
Fuck it.
And Mike Enos. And Eric Watts and John Zandig.
That's the dream team.
Where are they at?
Yeah, you're good. That's a good fucking question. There's no way they sent him home after that taping.
Nah, John Zandig's, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go lay the law.
I gotta go to Big Japan. I gotta go lay the law.
Back again.
Wow. WXO Wrestling episode 2. I'm more confused somehow here than I was after episode 1, which was already very confusing. They're very confused. They don't know what's going on half of the time, it seems. They're just telling the commentators to just say anything because you think they knew by the time they dubbed the commentary for episode 2 that this was just fucking done?
Probably not, because they were probably like, this is pretty hot.
Sure. Listen to the crowd. I mean, fuck. Come on.
If you know what really put the cherry on top, and this is why this was never going to work, because you're not a visionary, but Fred Ottman should have tried to get back in the car to drive away at the
leave. I know.
At the end of this show.
And then that's a whole thing. Like, oh, did Fred Ottman get home?
Yeah.
To his family.
Find out next week. You got to find out.
And we start off the next episode with Fred Ottman just eating dinner with his family. And it looks like he did.
Oh, I was hoping it was the opposite. He never gets home because he can't get back into the car. So he asked, now he's real mad. He's going to come back in.
No, his family's eating dinner out at the car like a Sonic drive-thru. He's just stuck in there.
Hush puppies, so am I.
Big soda.
Dude, that's definitely a 2000s movie. My dad is super fat and can't get out of this car, and we have to live our lives with him in this car.
Dude, and I'm buying the commemorative cup and laughing my ass off at it. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Too. Adam Sandler's definitely in that.
Yeah, 100%. He's in a fat suit. He's the star.
Yeah, you're right. Holy shit. I would like hush puppies.
It's either him or Mike Myers.
Scabadoo. Oh, shit.
I do. Yeah.
Dude, Fred Ottman being fat Adam Sandler is good, too. I like this. I like this a lot. And there's only one more of these. Only one more WXO for us to talk about.
I don't know if I can handle that, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was already hard when we finished XWF because, I I grew fondly of watching and talking about it because it was so insane. Now, I
can't believe we're not going to see any more Eric Watts and John Zandig. That's kind of irking me.
Don't worry. Somehow we're going to still see Mike Enos even after this.
We're about to see like the hidden Mike Enos WWF run or something.
It was on Jagged. Well, that is it for WXO Wrestling Episode 2, February 5th, 2000, and that is it